Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. And today we are in Škoda dealership and I'm showing you the new Octavia RS, this time in the estate version, so the Combi, and also this time it is a diesel. So new Octavia RS is for the first time ever available with 3 engines, and today we are having a look at the diesel one. So the other options are 245 horsepower petrol. Then the second option is the plug-in hybrid, and third option is this one, so 200 horsepower diesel. It's a 2-liter TDI. So tell me in the comments which version would you get, and now let's focus on this particular model. So first of all, you are greeted with very aggressive design. I do have the key here, and then when you unlock it, you are greeted with this matrix LEDs. Now the matrix LEDs do come as standard on this car, so that's always nice to hear when you're buying a car like this. And then you have the RS specific front grille, massive one in gloss black with the RS badge. This is actually the new RS badge with this red part here. Looks very nice and goes along with the rest of the elements here at the front. Then moving on, we also have the new specific bumper for the RS model with this splitter in gloss black. And then also we do have the air inlets, and they are actually real on this model. Fog lights, LED technology, and then this interesting line on the front bumper. In this case we do have the chrome badge. In my previous full review of the petrol version, we had this in gloss black, actually in satin black, but that was aftermarket option, so not available from factory. Let me actually show you the specs of this thing. So 2-liter TDI, you see diesel engine, 200 horsepower. If you are wondering about the color, it is called the Quartz Silver Metallic. Beautiful color, among my favorites for this car, and especially with this gloss black front and then this optional 19-inch wheels. So speaking about the wheels, you have 18-inch as standard, and then those are the optional wheels. Now let's see the dimensions. So you see here 225, 40 are 19, and yeah, those are the options. On the base trim you would get 18-inch. They can be also fully black with 18-inch. That's always nice. For me, I love black color, but I think that this diamond cut finish suits the car actually. So a nice one. Of course, we do have the upgraded brakes on this model compared, of course, to the standard Octavia. And then this model is also 4x4, so all-wheel drive, and it's going to be an interesting one, definitely. And I can't wait to try this one. And this is the side view for you, so you will immediately notice the gloss black window trims and gloss black mirrors. We do have the aggressive side skirts, and then if we come here around the back, you will notice the beautiful LED lights with the L shape. And overall, the shape of the estate version, for me, it's better looking than the limousine. So tell me in the comments, do you agree with me? But I think really they nailed it with the design of this thing. Also, the trunk is bigger here. We do have the electronic tailgate on this particular model. And you are greeted with 640 liters, guys. So 200 horsepower, 4x4, and 640 liters. What more do you need, really? You also have this spare tire here, as you can see, and then additional storage space on the sides. And then you can also fold the seats by pulling this lever, and you have almost a flat bottom, so really huge amount of space. You also have this extendable hooks for your shopping bags on both sides. And then you can also do this, you just press it. First leg, and then this is the second leg. So all very cool and practical, and 10 out of 10 really for practicality in this car. Okay, and now from different angle with different view on the camera, so now you see it better. This is the RS specific rear bumper. This is fake, but we do have the real exhaust here on one side, and let's check out the other side. I believe this is fake. Yes, so this goes nowhere. So you have one real exhaust on one side, And then this is the reflector, once again RS specific, element. This reflector that goes all the way from one side of the bumper to another. And look at this view, really nice. Tell me in the comments, do you agree with me? You also have the dynamic indicators here and very nice illumination when you unlock the car, but it needs to be during the night. So I don't think we will see that right now. But yeah, you do see this nice shape of the LEDs. Of course, rear bumper is here, black badges and Škoda lettering, of course, and the new RS logo is here as well. Let me show you once again from this view. Let's change the view once again. There we go. Beautiful design. Tell me in the comments, do you agree with me? Now the roof rails are in this case gloss black. So overall, really practical car. Now let's see how it looks from driver's perspective. There we go. You do have the puddle light in here, and then you are greeted with great materials because here we have Alcantara. This is also okay. Gloss black element. Here you have the ambient lights, which I'll show you later on. Door pocket is actually huge. You can fit a large bottle. And yeah, overall, very nice. RS logo, once again, greeting you when you enter the car. These are the sport seats. They are standard. They have the integrated headrest, but you can also upgrade those to be electronic and to have Alcantara and leather. That's a better choice, but also a pricey one. So I'm not sure if that's like a must-have. But yeah, you will decide it for yourself if you are buying this car. And then here is the new RS steering wheel. And let's actually check this out from driver's perspective. All right, and this is the view from driver's perspective. Let me once again change the angle of the camera. You see it here. This is a very nice place to be. And let's go back to the standard view. You start the car by pressing this start engine button, which is here. And this comes to life. Look at this ambient lights. Look at this Alcantara. Really, really nice. We do have the LED lights, which I'll turn on for more light here. And well, yeah, this is your main screen and this is the digital cockpit, and both are standard. So 10.25 inch digital cockpit as well as the 10-inch screen here, and lovely ambient lights here on the front. Now, unfortunately at the back we don't have those, so I would love to have them on the back, but you can have everything. This is the new steering wheel, as I said, RS specific one because you have a 3-spoke one. And yeah, I think this suits the car better than the 2-spoke one, which we have on the regular one. This is your main screen, and you can configure the things that you have here and also on this other main screen. But I'll go through the infotainment system in a moment. Now let's focus on the rest of the interior. So you do have the imitation of the carbon fiber here, which looks very good, especially in combination with this Alcantara and ambient lights. These are the switches, like the shortcuts for the most important things. And yes, the Klima AC is also on this one. In order to switch it off, you do this. I will show you, how it works when we will go through the infotainment system. Air vents are a bit lower here, but it's still okay. Really, you don't feel anything weird, and it's really a good position. Here is your wireless charger for the phone. 2 USB-C ports are also here. This is in gloss black. I would love to have this in some other, color or material, because this will get scratches easily. This is the DSG 7-speed automatic transmission, uses the shift-by-wire technology. So whether you are in reverse drive or neutral, it will always be in the same position. This is the, of course, button to go into park. 4x4, nice lettering here to remind you that you have all-wheel drive in the car. Electronic parking brake, auto hold, and then roller for adjustable cup holders. Thumb up for that. And then this is the armrest. It is in leather with red stitching to go with the seats, and it can be extended. When you open this, you also have decent amount of storage in here. Let me also show you the glove box. So this is pretty nice, and it's got carpeting inside. So yeah, and let me also show you the switches for your lights. They are here, so not completely digital. You have the physical buttons, so that's a plus from me. And now this is the new infotainment system. We go to the menu button where you have all the elements and the features. Let's start with the telephone, so you can actually pair it with the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, of course. And then radio and media, you have your radio stations here. And also if you press it, you can have view like this if you want to have like a full screen of the radio. Yeah, these are the stations, and then here is for the media. Moving on, back to the menu button. Those were the radio and media settings. Navigation, we can have the map view, and then you see that you can choose either day or night mode, and put it to night mode. It looks better in my opinion. Also, since you have the digital cockpit with different views, you'll see that this one also changes to night mode when you change it. So just look at this, back to day mode, and you see that both screens are changed. So always nice to see that. So navigation's pretty responsive. It's also got the 3D shape of the buildings. That's always nice to see. Back to the menu button actually. So this is it. Vehicle settings, you can configure various things here. Of course, settings for your tire pressure, the service intervals. I do love this avatar. So we have the estate version, of course. Here is where you would turn off the start stop, but you can also do that by pressing this, and then you will also have the shortcut for the start stop off. And yeah, vehicle, you can configure mirrors, comfort lights, headlights, tires here, and then interior details as well, instrument cluster, and then the lighting. I see you can have the design bright or dark. I'll put it to dark one. Okay, and then moving on, so those were your vehicle status and data available for the consumption. Background lighting, so now I will demonstrate you the ambient lights, which are very cool feature in my opinion. So you have a preset one. Škoda, of course, will be green. So you see them on the door panels, and then all the way here, as well as on this side. Another one is the winter one, of course, the blue one, and then the summer. And actually, let me show you this. So when you change the views, you actually change the whole layout. So for example, look, in winter you get the blue dials. In Škoda you would get them in sort of like a greenish style. Summer, that is the yellow one, and then the ocean, this is like blue one. Race turns to sort of like the red theme here, as well as here in the middle, you see. And then individually you can adjust different colors. So let me show you that. You see that when I am changing, this whole layout is changing. And for example, let's put it to blue. Blue dials here, home button, and the menu button actually is also blue. This is blue, and this section here, on your foot, is blue. So very nice detail. Let's go back, put it to red, and show you the difference. You see this, and then here in the middle, red theme. And of course, red ambient lights, which suit this car because it's a sporty one. We have the red stitching and everything, so yeah, that's a cool one. You can also have the dual tone, for example, blue down there, and then red here. So whatever you like, but a lot can be adjusted here. And brightness, of course, it is on maximum right now, and I would keep it that way. But yeah, tell me in your comments, which setting do you prefer. Of course, you can turn it off if you don't like it, but I don't think I would ever do that. Then the manuals are here, smart link for your pairing of the phone. Users, if few people are driving the car, then you can change different users, and preset settings can be adjusted. Assist systems, of course, this is not only fast, it is very safe. You have a bunch of safety systems here. Here's actually the list: lane assist, adaptive cruise control, side assist, dynamic road sign display, eco assist, front assist, and emergency assist. All is here, and you can also change them by just pressing this, because for example, you see that this is the front assist, and then this would be of course for your side assist lane change. activity. So all can be adjusted here, very easy to use, and thumb up for that. Let's go back. Sound settings. So this car does have the optional Canton sound system, and you can adjust it. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this sound system. I mean, it is good. It is, of course, better than the standard one, but I don't know, maybe I would want even more crystal sound, but that's just me. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you tried it. How do you like it? Of course, you can also change the sound of the touchscreen tone. So look at this. Now we have the clicking sound, and I will actually leave it that way because I do love this clicking sound. It is a relaxing one. Settings, you can adjust data and time, stuff like that here. Not gonna do that right now. And that's about it. You have the shop button here. You need to be logged in for that. And yeah, some legal notes here. So infotainment system is cool. Some of you will ask, how do you change the AC? Of course, that's an obvious question, and I will give you the answer. It's not the easiest way, but okay, first of all, you always have this for your AC. So this is like a shortcut for the temperature, and then here is the Klima shortcut. You adjust the air blower here, and another way to go there is, if you don't want to touch the screen, you can just press this Klima button, and then you are into the AC settings. But then again, here you also need to do this in order to change the temperature, but you can actually use the voice command. I'm cold.
No problem. It will get warmer at the front left shortly.
You see now, my personal assistant, we can call it like that, increased the temperature. So you can also use the voice commands, but I will admit this is not the easiest system to use. I mean, not the easiest way to use the AC. Moving on, so these shortcuts for your main functions are here. So if you are starting your drive, you may want to press this and turn off the start-stop system if you don't like it, like I don't. Then these are the switches for the driving modes, and this is a very cool one. So eco, comfort, normal, sport, and individual. Now in the individual mode, look at this. So the car has the DCC, dynamic chassis control, and with this one you can actually adjust various settings. Look how much options you have. So it's not just like comfort, sport, or normal. Here you have very comfortable ride, then standard comfort, something between comfort and sport, and very sporty one. So that's a big plus from me. I actually tried that on the petrol version, and it was very good. Steering, sport and normal. Drive, sport and normal. Engine sound. Now this car has the fake sound from the speakers, and then you adjust it. Of course you can turn it off. I'm not gonna turn on the car right now, we are in the dealership obviously, but I actually did that on my review on the road, so you can watch that one because I drove the petrol one. That one also has the fake sound because of the new regulations. The OPF filters need to be fitted also on the petrol versions, so they don't sound great either. Anyway, you can also adjust the ACC, light assistance, and stuff like that. In sport mode, everything is of course turned to sport. And well, yeah, those were the driving modes, and then your park assist is here. You also have the rear view camera, as you can see here. Hazard lights, clicking sound of the lights, relaxing one. Lock and unlock button. Klima, we already covered that. Let me actually turn it off. And then max blow and max blow at the rear. So yeah, that was it when we talk about this infotainment system. And tell me in the comments, what do you think about it? How do you like it? And yeah, I think it's a very cool one. I would just love to have the AC on the switches, but other than that, it's a very easy one to use. You have this slider for your volume, but here is only for the volume. In Golf you have slider for volume and the temperature, but here for temperature you do this. So there's no slider for the temperature. Now I actually turned it on once again. Let's turn it off. this is the view of the digital cockpit. So let's actually also cover that one. You have different views that are accessible by pressing this. This is the view with the driving modes, view with the navigation, and then with this you zoom in or zoom out. Minimalistic view, so just the speed. And then this is the RS specific view. You only get it in the Octavia RS models. Big rev counter. I love this one. Actually, when I drove the petrol one, I was usually driving it with this view. This is the classic view, of course, rev counter and the speedometer. So yeah, pretty standard one, but also a nice one. You can also adjust various things here in the middle. So tell me in the comments which view is your favorite. Of course, you have these shortcuts for the assist systems here on the steering wheel, as well as the switches for the heated steering wheel. Heated steering wheel is on, turn it off. This is for changing the tracks, and then this is for the volume. So very easy to use this one. I'll also show you the frameless mirror, and then this is nice because we do have the LED lights. This car does have the sunroof, and you actually slide it. Just look at this. How cool is that? And then, of course, when you want to put it back, just slide it towards you. And this is for opening of the whole sunroof, and then this is probably just for the shade. And let's do this. Yes, you see that now the shade is going back here. We'll actually do this to have more lights inside. Now let's check out the space at the back. And situation at the rear bench, well, as expected, I think we will have huge amount of space. I do love the fact that we do have the Alcantara here, and then this is a bit harder plastic, but it's still okay. And without further ado, let's sit and see. Wow, that's really nice. So a big amount of space here. Then this is the view on the front, and for my head, well, I do have actually quite a lot of room, but I would have even more room if there is no sunroof here. But we do have the sunroof. If you like it, you should go for it. I don't think you will have problems. I'm 1.87 m, so still plenty of room here. But as I said, without sunroof, that would be even better. I do love the shape of this, sport seat. And also let's check out the middle armrest. Here at the back you do have the cup holders, and then once again AC controls are here, as well as 2 USB-C ports, and this is convenient for your mobile phone. And let's see the engine. You pull this lever, let's go here, and we do have hydraulic struts, so thumb up for that. This is a well-known 2-liter TDI engine from Volkswagen Group. They don't even have, the badges on these plastic parts anymore. And yeah, well, 200 horsepower, more than you need really. And yeah, it's a well-known engine. Other options, as I said, plug-in hybrid combination of electric motor and 1.4-liter TSI. Personal favorite for me is still the 2-liter TSI, producing 245 horsepower. I already did a review of that one. You can watch it on my channel, and tell me in the comments, which engine would you choose and why, and also, which spec would you go for. Let us now go through the specs of this thing, and then we'll conclude this review. So 200 horsepower, and then this is all standard. So you do have things such as the matrix LEDs, and then the digital cockpit, 10-inch main screen, 3D navigation, all is standard on this one. So those are the options. So Canton 12-speaker sound system is an option, keyless entry also, and then travel assist, low DCC, something that I would go for with this model. You do have the heated seats as well as the steering wheel, so those are the options, and then this is the final price of the car. and the price for the diesel one starts from here, so it is more expensive than the petrol one. Of course, have in mind that with this one you get the 4x4 all-wheel drive, and then with the petrol one you have the front-wheel drive, but you do have the limited slip differential on the front-wheel drive, so it's kind of you know, okay to transfer all that power from petrol just on the front wheels. Okay guys, so that was it. Thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to the channel in order to see more content, more videos. Also, you can check out my point of view drive of the petrol version of the Octavia RS. Hopefully I will drive the diesel one as well in the future. So that's it. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching.